I think that's better. Is that better? It should be better. It'd be good to have my microphone. Sometimes I work my mic when I'm doing my podcast. I work it. But when I don't have my podcast, I don't always use my mic. So that should work. Is that do the trick? Test 1 2 1 2. Teresa says yes, 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 yes. So yes, let me back up a little bit because you didn't hear me. So that's cool. That's cool. This is live too, because you guys get to see my process if I mess up or if my sound goes out or I have no sound. If there's technical difficulties, you'll see what I do. So just starting all over again. Make direct eye contact with your audience on camera with video marketing. What's up, everyone? This is Carl Aline, your confident video star coach, and I am here. Hope you're having a great day today. Really excited. If you notice, I look a little different. What? I look a little different. Yes, I do look different, and I'm trying to make it look cool. I'm trying to make it work. Let me know what you think about it. It's kind of like my old school 90s slick Rick look, B-boy, boom, boom, boom. But who knows? Making it work. So I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Hey, there you go. Because I want y'all to see my shirt that says creative. I'm big on branding and whatnot with words and things like that. So anyway, so yes, my son Tommy, or AKA George, he's graduating Tuesday, but tomorrow we're having a party for him. Really excited. Yes. Today I'm making direct contact, not eye contact. Ha ha ha. Well, one eye. So if I try to do something like this, I'm like, look, we're like this. I'm with my movement students this morning, and I'm just like, yeah. I can't do that because I have to do this, right? I have to do this. I can't do this. That's not working today. I'm making all kind of jokes today. But I tell you what, though, cognitively, I was trying to work with my movement students, and it was tricky. It was challenging, but we made it work, and they were very patient with me, thankfully. I tell you, I'm grateful. Got to be grateful for your eyesight, because only working with one eye cognitively is kind of tricky as you're moving and shaking around, driving, moving, etc. But sometimes you got to adjust with the weather. You got to adjust. But that's what happened. Yes, I got an infection in my eye, and I have antibiotics and all that stuff, and working it out. Hopefully I'll be better by early next week. So, but in the meantime, I'm making it work. I'm trying to make it stylish and cool and have fun with it. Hey. Yeah. So that's what's going on. But today I want to talk to you about making eye contact with camera. So one of our community members basically talked about that, and talked about how it's tricky to have eye contact when you're speaking on camera. And yes, I can definitely identify with that. I can definitely relate to that, because for many different reasons. Everyone's different, but I know for me, I'm looking into the camera, and I got comfortable to the point where I can engage with the camera, and I could look towards you, and I could reach my hands out towards you, and I could do different things like that, But there are a lot of different mechanics and different techniques you can go about with it, which is really, really cool. It's good to have tools in your tool belt. But it is tricky, you got a lot going on. You have your bullet points or your notes, and you're trying to connect with the audience, and you're trying to think about what you want to say, and you may not be used to it, and you want to be dynamic with it. You want to be organic. You want to be authentic, all those things. And then you have to look at the camera. Yeah. So that's tricky, but there are a few things you could think about when you are trying to get ready to speak directly to the camera. So one of the things I think about is, you could practice in front of a mirror. Now, my background as a movement coach and a choreographer, one of the things I do is I'll use the idea of working with the mirror, and I'll apply it to people who sing, people who speak on camera, and it's very uncomfortable for a lot of people. For some people, it's not. They want to look at themselves and all that good stuff. But for other people, it's hard to look at themselves in the mirror. It's hard to watch yourselves. But one thing I think about is being that instrument. We're instruments. So, one of the lives I did, I had a guitar, and I use that as an example. How you have the different strings, and you want to fine tune that instrument so it plays right. So you want to think about yourself as an instrument. So when you get into that mirror, you could practice looking at your audience. You could practice speaking, and then you get more comfortable as you go. Give it, practice. You could even practice 5 minutes a day. and that helps you out so much if you look into the mirror and you practice in front of the mirror. And it also it helps you to learn about yourself too. And that's the key thing with everything we're doing, besides this in business and even personal life. We're learning. Life is a journey, and we want to learn about ourselves. So you want to get hungry and you want to be aggressive about learning about yourself. The faster you do it, and the more you do it, the faster you'll grow. Yeah. The second thing is you want to be able to record yourself. That's just like the mirror thing. That's tricky. If you record yourself, there's so much you could pick up. There's so much data that you could pick up and learn about yourself. Yeah. So if I get my phone and I hit record and I'm recording myself, I talked about this before. And then some of these things I talk about over and over and over because it's about the roots, it's about getting it. Yeah. And so a lot of these things are the core principles you want to have when it comes to speaking confidently on camera. Record yourself. You might feel icky. You might feel like, oh, I hate the way I look. Most people say, I hate the way I look. Or if they don't say that, they'll say something like it. I did not like that. And so what I try to do is I try to flip it. I'll say, ooh, I love that. Ooh, that was kind of okay. I like that. I'm not lying to myself. If I did something that's horrible, it's horrible. But I try to pick something that's positive that I did. Out of a video recording, there's something positive you got to do. There's something positive you're going to put in there. So focus on that first and take that nugget, take that gold nugget, and then think about the things you could work on, you could improve on. We live in a society where we talk about being real, but in our pursuit of being real, we're also judging ourselves too much. And it's the other end of the pendulum. So you want to find balance. So that's why I like to say, when you record yourself, listen back to it, watch it visually, listen to it. And if you want to, you could even transcribe the words so you could read the words. And then what you want to do is when you're listening to it, see how play a game with it, gamify it, and see how you can take the ums and the ers out and the things like that. Take those words, those filler words out. And that's going to help your speech to get a lot better. And you could replace those with the pauses. Yeah, I didn't freeze right there. I deliberately said pause. So that's what you want to do. And if you're chiming in right now, if you're watching the replay, type in hashtag replay. I want to see what you think about those two things I mentioned so far. Did you try to apply those already, or is that something that you want to apply or you'd like to apply? Let me know. But I promise those two things right there will change your game. Will change your game. Another thing is you could think about are the camera angles. You could, if you're doing a training, it's different. There are ways you can find it fun to be engaging. One of the rule of thumbs I like to have is when I'm doing a live, it's different. So I try to be more animated. But if I'm doing a training where there's video editing that's going to take place, I'll try to edit it every 3 seconds because the rule of thumb is like even with movies, I think it's every 3 seconds, there's an aspect of the frame that changes because that helps to get your attention and you want to hook people in when you're speaking to them, when you're giving them value. So if you're training, you can't, you can do that with the editing and whether they zoom in with you, whether they zoom out with you, you could do different angles. You could role play. Even if you're doing a training, you could, even starting off your training, you could have a conversation with someone where it's you. And we do this with promotion too, on social media with reels and things like that. I could be saying something and then I'll cut it and then I'll be the other person listening and saying, "Oh, really? Oh, so you like to speak on camera and you like to go live?" Not really. Can you teach me how? Absolutely. I'm glad you asked me that. Let's get into it. For example, you could do things like that when you're doing a training. Not all situations will allow you to be able to do that, but it's more fun and it's engaging. You're able to do role playing. So doing different angles. Some of us may not have the ability to do angles. You may not be looking from different cameras. That's if you're going live or, for example, if I'm going live here, I can have multiple cameras and click a button and then it could do different angles. And that will help me to be able to engage with you more. And I could be looking into this camera and then I'll have a camera over my head, which I'm probably going to do that soon. Actually, I just like to geek out about that stuff. And you could do that and that, you're looking at that camera, but the different angles help out and it helps to engage your audience as well. So that's what you could do. Another thing is the V technique. V technique is where I might look at the camera and then I might look to the side and then I'll look at the camera, then I'll look the other way, and what that does is if I have my notes, if I have bullet points I want to share, I can look at the notes and then look back. But I want to make it look natural. I don't want to be robotic like. So record yourself and then go. Yeah, record yourself. I don't want to be a robot, but I want to be very natural and organic with it. So I might look like I'm tilting my head, and then I'll look, and then I'll look the other way, and then I'll look towards the camera. So that's what I can do as well. I can do the V technique. So those are a couple tips. Those are about 3 tips I wanted to give you today. And I like to know, are there any tips that you like to gravitate towards that helps you to look directly into the camera, that helps you to engage with the camera? Let me know. Comment below. But I tell you what, though, as you do that, one friend told me, it's like, wow, it's like when I'm speaking directly, what he commented on was, it's like you're speaking to my soul. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to resonate with people. You want to be able to communicate and speak to people's heart. We're humans. Even though we're with technology and working with all this great equipment, we are humans. And we get that opportunity to be able to communicate with one another and be able to give value towards one another. Yeah. So those are the things I wanted to share with you today. I hope that was helpful. I hope that brought you value. And by the way, Confident Video Star Accelerator is opening up soon. Here's what I want you to do. If you are chiming in and if you are interested, I want you to go over to this link that I'm going to show right here, confidentvideostaraccelerator.com, and sign up for the waiting list. It's coming soon. I've been talking about it for a couple of months, and we're getting closer. Really excited about this program. I believe it's going to bring so many people value. It's going to change the world. Really excited about it. And it's going to give a lot more people confidence to be able to move forward and reach their goals when it comes to presenting on camera, whether it's training or doing promos on social media, whether it's doing live videos or reels. All right. Another question I have too, I'd like you to put in the comment area. Here's a thought. I'm trying to get information and data from people. But what would be your preferred way of showing up on camera? Would it be doing lives like I'm doing now? Would it be doing trainings, pre-recorded videos? I kind of said 2 in 1 right there. Let me clarify. Training, which would be pre-recorded. It could be live too, technically. Or just plain old pre-recorded videos where you're delivering value. Is it reels like TikToks or Instagram or Facebook reels, or even videos on LinkedIn, short form videos? What would be your preferred way of showing up on camera? Put it in the comment below. I'd love to know. All right, everyone. Don't forget, go to that site, Confident Video Star Accelerator. We're going to open it up soon. Sign up for the waiting list, and really, really excited. If you are chiming in from another platform like YouTube or Facebook, not the Facebook group, we have a Facebook group, I would also like you to go to our Facebook group, Confident Video Star Nation. There it is, Confident Video Star Nation. Go to that Facebook group and join the community, join the nation. We'd love to see you there. All right, y'all. Enjoy. Hopefully I'll show up next week with no eye patch, But this is I don't know, it's kind of growing on me. I don't know. But I'd rather not have it because I want to see with both eyes. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.